Hey guys! So I just finished up my office hours, and I met with a handful of you from all three classes of mine, and we all had pretty much the same questions about our summative. So I wanted to quickly make this video and make sure that everybody was getting the same supports. So, when it comes to our summative, I'm actually going to open it up right now. It seemed like we kind of understood how we were going to answer the questions. The big holdup was on how to create this model. So I'm going to walk everybody through how I kind of helped those that I saw today. So we can see here in the center of this model that we have 5 boxes that have bold text and that have a larger border. Those are what I've been calling our bolded portion or our bolded boxes. If we look up at the prompt, it says the bolded portion of this model must include a body organization hierarchy, then of your choice. But for now, know that it's a body organization hierarchy. So we looked at the body organization hierarchy yesterday, and you actually completed your formative with a mixed up model of that hierarchy. And so far, everyone that I've graded has put them in the correct order, so nice job, guys. So it seems like we understand that body organization hierarchy and the order in which the levels go. So in this first box, you're going to include a picture of that first level of the body organization hierarchy. And then, of course, the second, the third, the fourth, and the 5th level. So we're finding pictures. You can find them from the web, or you can use inside Google. So if I wanted a picture here, I could insert, go to image, search the web. All I'd have to do is type in the image that I'm looking for, and then it populates right down here a bunch of images. That way you don't have to keep going from one tab to the next. Super cool tool. So you'd insert your picture, and then down here you're just going to label what that picture's showing. Most of the people that I talked to pretty much understood that, but the holdup was on this part of your choice, which pertains to what body system will you analyze. So the body system, when it comes to a body system, you have the choice of any of the organ systems is where I'm going to tell everybody to start. So you have the skeletal system, digestive system, cardiovascular system, respiratory system, so on and so forth, because there are more. My biggest piece of advice is to first decide which organ system you're going to use for your body system model. And then you're going to input that where it belongs in this body organization hierarchy. So where would the organ system go? So honestly, there's one of them. You're going to put an organ system in there. And then off of that, figure out the organ that pertains to it, the tissue that pertains to it, so on and so forth. And I'm actually going to show that in this format. So here's an example, and this is in everybody's Schoology page. Sorry, my voice is cracking. If you go to your class page, into Unit 1, into Week 2, Thursday, right below your page is this hierarchy of life image. So if you just click on that, you'll get this image. And what I've shown everybody who's talked to me today is that right here is an example of this body system model. So here particularly, we are looking at the skeletal system. So they show the skeletal system, an organ of the skeletal system, a specific tissue in the skeletal system, and they even have a specialized cell from that skeletal system. So as we may know, is that with cells, they start off the same, but then they end up differentiating into specific cells. So I would like for you to put that. I know sometimes this is a little bit hard to find, so if you can't find a specific cell for that system, then it's going to be okay if you put a standard cell picture. I'll understand. Just make sure that the other three all align with your body system that you chose. When it comes to the spaces before and after, use this image, definitely utilize it, or the articles that I posted, because that's going to tell you what comes before your body organization hierarchy and what comes after. Now, and actually let me jump back in the page and show, when it comes to the reading, it's the same reading, but I have 3 different formats. So we have it in English, and that's in Google Doc, so if anybody needs to use or wants to use text-to-speech, it's possible. I have a Spanish version, so I used the translation tool that's in Google Doc to make this. And then I actually put the text into slides, because I know some of us like it to be chunked out. It seems like a long article and it can be overwhelming, so this chunks out the article for you and even adds pictures that can be a support. So you're going to make sure that you read one of those formats, look at the image, and then use those to complete that summative. Now we'll notice that there's 3 before and there's 2 after. So what I've been telling everyone is that make sure it's in order, start with your body organization hierarchy, and yes, you won't be able to fit everything in there or on here. I've done that on a purpose, with a purpose. I've purposefully left off some of it so that you can't complete the model. So that's as much as I'll say about that. But hopefully this helps everybody. Make sure if I put a comment next to your formative, so I know not everybody's completed the formative, but if you have, I tried to leave comments on most of your tests in Schoology. So if you go in and look at your grade, there should be on most of you a comment. Make sure you read those so that it can help you with these questions, because they're similar to what you had on your formative. Okay, well, if anybody has any questions, feel free to email me or send me a message in Schoology. I check Schoology pretty frequently. And best of luck with this. Remember, if it doesn't go well for you, you're not happy with the grade, you do have 10 days after I post this grade to reassess. So you do have that option, so don't freak out about it. Try your best, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and let me know if you need help.